Oh, Penelope. Penelope, I love you, Penelope. Hi, good morning, campers. I'm Ron Elliott, and you're watching the Bourbon Neanderthal. Today, Penelope weeded. I've been waiting on this one. I'm a Penelope fan. I keep hearing that they're going to start dishing out their own juice. This might be it. Hold on. Nope. No, this is sourced. That's all right. The stuff they're sourcing is good. Distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. That spells MGP, boys and girls. Bottled by Penelope Bourbon Bottling. So, but still, I like MGP. If it wasn't good, they wouldn't make so fucking much of it, would they? We are going to open this guy, but we're not going to start out with this because I don't want to. This is the first pour of the day, believe it or not. And I don't want to open the palate with something new that we're trying to. So, actually, what I'd like to do is maybe have a couple of pours, sit back. Do we want the big Glens? Tiny Glens to start. Big Glen for this rather transparent son of a gun. Hey, making some updates to the Whiskey Cave here. You'll notice I'm still wearing a lapel mic, but I've got this cool looking shit over here. I'm just not quite got things hooked up, but our sound is going to get a whole lot better. And if nothing else, I've got more twinkly red lights. So I'd like to open with some other weeders, but the problem is I don't want to. I don't want to start out with anything too fucking great because then it might make this pale in comparison. Emphasis on the pale. But I don't want to just drink shit either, and then it shines like a diamond in a goat's ass. So maybe we drink a weeder that we know we're not crazy about, and we drink something. Maybe we don't drink weeders. I don't know. Is there a science to this? There should be. There should be. There should be somebody teaching a class somewhere. I bet there is. It's not me, but somebody should be. So, that being said, if I can find the Cedar Ridge weeded that I just was not crazy about, man, if I'd have pre-gamed, this had been smart, wouldn't it? It's on here somewhere. Maybe. Yeah, it would have been kind of sharp for me to dig out. You know what? If in doubt, drink early times. No real science behind that. It's just inexpensive and extremely good. It's around here somewhere. Meantime, though, I got a decent little weeder here. So we're going to open the palette up with some early times, Bottled and Bond, one of our favorites. It's always going to be on my shelf. If you come in my bar, you're going to find Heaven Hill always on my bar, stocked up. I'm 4 deep on Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. You know what? You're going to find early times. And like it or not, you're going to find some Traveler. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I think it's a porch sipper. Fucking fight me. Classic. Goddamn classic. You know, I never had a chance to try the black tops. Everybody says it's so much better. But you know what? I don't know why you would want to get better than this. $25 for a liter and it tastes good. Caramel, little oak, little vanilla. I want to say pepper, but it's I think it's spice. Baking spice, maybe. That's a solid pour. Uh, that's a solid pour. There is absolutely nothing wrong with Early Times Bottom Bond. Like I said, it's always going to be on my bar. Ooh, you know what? God damn, I wish I could find that Cedar Ridge. That kind of pisses me off now. Clyde Mays. I added the bar back here because I had bottles all over the goddamn floor. And now I can't find a goddamn thing. It's like when your mom cleans your room. I mean, you appreciate it, but at the same time, you can't find that sock you're looking for. Oh, well. You know what? I did not care for that pour. So, oh, well. I did not. I like Cedar Ridge. I actually just picked up a new, their double barrel is excellent, but their wheater wasn't a fan of. I just wanted to drink something I wasn't a huge fan of. Maybe a couple things I am to open the palate and then try this. I don't know. I'm on the fence now because I like wheaters. I like Penelope. I think this is around 95 proof. 95 exactly. Like I'm clairvoyant, or I read the bottle earlier and my silver alert ass just happened to remember that number for once. Saw something cool on Facebook. I think it's end of next summer. I have to look it up again because once again, silver alert. But there is a whiskey festival in Hermann, Missouri that I will be attending. Can't remember the name of the distillery there. I'd never heard of them before. Copper. I don't know. But hey, it's a whiskey festival and it's in Hermann. Worst case scenario, I get a case of Reef Installer and I stay drunk all weekend. And I get to see Luke Budnick's mom's. Early Times is an excellent pour. His moms have a bed and breakfast. I hear it's really nice. Little Rebel Full Proof. Wait a minute, you know what? I don't remember the proof on this. 120, was it? It is. 120 proof of Rebel goodness. Because, man, you know, Rebel keeps like dipping in the blinds, but man, I pour it. I like that single barrel I picked up. I love that 10-year. It's fucking excellent. And I got a couple of store picks of the not foolproof, but cask strength that are fucking badass. This little guy, 100 proofer. Here's that fella. Oh, the Rebel 6 100. All of these are good, solid pours. Yeah, this is from Bubbles. Where in the hell is Grandma's candy jar? That was probably my most favoritist Rebel of all. Not just because I like saying Grandma's candy jar, but because it was just so goddamn good. Boy, I'm going to overweight this fucker, I guarantee it. Yeah, this, it's small batch reserve. Man, inexpensive bottle. Jump on it. Jump on it. Good pour. 110 proof. Man, I think this was under $30. Just good. Just good shit, Maynard. Will be the old Rebel Foolproof. Now, Rebel always smells young because it probably is. But, man, it's some of the best goddamn MGP you can buy for the money. Oh, just sweetness. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sugary sweet. Little weeder funk, but definitely ethanol. Oh, yeah. You get the grains, but it's not unpleasant. It's not mellow corn. It's nice. It doesn't taste like pig feed. It tastes like more like a corn syrup with a bit of an emphasis on the corn, like sweet corn. Yeah. Yeah, those Foolproofs and cast strength Rebels are to friggin' die for. Can't say that enough. Coming up, we got a couple videos in the works that we're going to put together. I'm going to try and do a barrage, if you will, of 1792 Barton products. People that source from 1792 Barton, some lower shelfers, some upper shelfers, some good stuff. Rumor has it, this, which is the nectar of the gods, is 1792 Barton. Wouldn't have thought it, but it is. But come to find out, a lot of stuff that I've just been going head over heels in love with is 1792 Barton. So we're going to check out some serious 1792 Barton. As well as Patricia. Yeah, that's a nice pour. I like Penelope. I have not. I almost said it, and I'm wrong. I was not a huge fan of the Penelope Valencia. I thought it was, for as much as people were hyping it, it wasn't for me. I'm not saying it wasn't quality. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It just wasn't what I was looking for. That being said, I'll still go back to it just because it's different, it's unique, but it's extremely dry. I don't even know where the hell I'm going to put this. Well, it's going to go right there for now. You know what? We're not done showing it off. Pick this up at Liberty Wine and Spirits from our friends there. They're always happy to see us. They had some good bottles sitting there. They actually had a Bardstown Silver Oak that fear and common sense got the better of me because I did not pull the trigger on it, but man, I wanted to. I didn't do any filming because we weren't actually hunting. We were just kind of out and about and stopped in real quick just to say hi and saw this and couldn't pass it up. But great store, great place, great folks. Anyway, without further ado, that doesn't smell like I thought it would. I'm getting a little funk, very like sugar and that vegetable thing. Other than that, I'm not. I don't know. Maybe there's been something wrong with my nose lately because that's all I'm getting. I'm not getting caramel, not getting any oak. We'll see what it tastes like. Here's the pussy and whiskey. It's got a good flavor. There's no hug at all, but the finish just drops right off a cliff. It does not keep going at all. Um, there's a little sweetness. It's a, it's a tobacco note. That's weird for a weeder. Normally, to me, weeders have that weeder funk, sugar sweet, caramel, vanilla, yada yada. This is uh, this is a little different. In fact, it's reminding me a little bit more of the Cedar Ridge weeder, where it just was not unexpected. Um, hold on. Okay, the sweetness is starting to shine through now, but still just a little funk, and then right, the finish does not hang out. It's there and it's gone. I wouldn't call it watery, but for a Penelope, I expected it to coat a little better. Hmm. I'm gonna give it just below a 7. Um, I thought the price was okay. The mouth feel is, I mean, it's okay for a 95. We're running about a C. It's a C. Is there better stuff out there in the $50 range? Fuck yeah, lots. Um, yeah, I'm not real whoopy about that bottle, and I like Penelope. I like Penelope a lot. Like I said, the Valencia wasn't for me, and I still hype it up because it was different. This is an okay pour. um, so this is my fear with the whiskey market kind of doing this. I'm thinking, and this is my theory, we're going to see new bottles from our friends, the bottles we like, the name brands we like, the everybody we like. I just don't think the quality is going to be there because the prices are dipping. This is, maybe it's, I'm not going to say this isn't a quality pour, but man, I've sure had better Penelope. Sweet, sweet. Tobacco gone. It's like funk sweet, tobacco gone, which is okay. I mean, it gets better as I go, I guess, like everything else. Except my marriage. It does. The deeper I get in this glass, the better it gets. So it's a C plus. I just wish the finish lasted longer. I don't know that I'd recommend rushing out. If you get a chance to try it at a bottle share or a bar where you can buy pours, give it a shot. See what you think for yourself. Me, I'm probably not going to rush out and get another bottle. There's other Valencias. There's other Penelopes that I like better, especially that estate collection, the Rio, which the Rio was, I paid for that Rio and stood in line for a while for that Rio. The barrel strength, definitely. The rose cask is okay. The Architect, I would definitely pick the Architect over this. I might say I like this better than. I am more apt to reach for this than the Rose Cask or the Valencia, but only because those are just not for me. I'm not saying they're not good; they're just not for me. They're not what I'm looking for. Which this is still a solid weeder. It's just a little lacking for a Penelope. I expected more. I hate to shit on them because I love them, and I'm not. It's still, and you're going to pay more. You're going to pay more for that Architect than I did for this by far. You're going to pay a little more for that barrel strength, I think, too. So you get what you pay for. I'm still saying C plus. C's get degrees, so. The hell else did we pick up here lately? I'm not going to open it because I'm saving it for the 1792. But I picked up, and this is something I don't normally do, but I've been doing more of it. Stopped in at Total Wine so I could get a Walcott. Now, I was going to get the Bald & Bond, but I figured for what we're doing with it, this will do. It's a 90 proofer, and it's going to be in the Barton 1792 tasting. I'm just, there's been a lot of stuff come to light lately that Barton 1792 is making some good stuff. I mean, especially this bottle, the foolproof 1792s to die for. I'd run out front of a train to grab that bottle. The Bald & Bond is excellent too. And then come to find out, they make Kentucky Deluxe. No, I'm sorry, Kentucky Tavern, which won our bottom shelfer by a landslide. It was actually pretty fucking good for an 80 proof bottle of whiskey. But yeah, I'm gonna do some upper crust stuff that I've got. This guy versus some of these fellas. Throw the Stag in there, some old 1924 Old Forester, maybe the King Ranch. I don't know. Probably, just the Calumet 16. I'm gonna blind them. So stay tuned, because everybody does what's the best bottle for under $25? Well, what's the best bottle you've had in a minute, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bourbon. That's what I'm going to shoot for. And if you haven't already, it'd be great, not just cool, great, if you were to tongue punch that like button in the fart box and subscribe. That being said, I don't know. I still feel like drinking. I got to work tomorrow. So that's probably a bad sign. Something that I had recently that I've been putting off trying is the Michter's bourbon. This was a fantastic pour, and I don't even believe this is 90 proof. And I don't know why I've been putting it off. No, it is. It's 91. It's 91.4 proof. Yay. Which isn't our happy place. Sorry, I got an itch. But man, what you get off that nose alone, just such sweetness. It's almost a artificial cherry, which I don't want to make artificial sound bad, because man, and it's almost like a strawberry glaze. What do I want to say there? It's like a snack cake on the nose. It's not what I expected, and it was really solid pour. So the palate, you don't get a lot of the same things you get on the nose, but it's caramel. It's a little woody. You do get some sweetness, but there's not. Maybe there's a little dark fruit. But the nose is fucking strawberry shortcake. I've never really, I'm not an expert. I'm the farthest thing from it. I'm just a dude that likes to drink. But I've never smelled a bourbon that smelled like that. I could see me being a serious Michter's fan, and some of their stuff is pricey. So that it could be the downfall of me. That's just really good. 40-ish dollars. That's a yes. Pick it up, buy it. Michter's small batch bourbon. I haven't I haven't tried their American whiskey. I haven't tried their rye. Just kind of, I mean, I've only been a fan of Michter's because everybody said Michter's is good. And you know what? Everybody was right so far. Um, am I going to rush out and spend a paycheck to buy a Michter's 10? No, no, not without trying a pour of it somewhere. But I do hear it's good. This nose is just so amazing. It's so unlike anything else. The palate's good, but it's more typical caramel, vanilla, sweet, little little oak. But the nose is just so, to me, unique. Yeah, it's like a strawberry shortcake that I'm smelling. Anyways, thanks for playing.